So we have two lines of research that tend to overlap because I only have one neuron in my brain. One is related to innate immunity, how cells of the immune system, white blood cells, fight infection, how they produce inflammation, how they eliminate dead cells in our body. I know a lot of people don't think about how our cells die, and when they die, they don't go to heaven. They actually have to be buried, and the undertaker is the immune system. Those cells are removed, their components are recycled and reutilized. And when there are problems with that recycling process, you can get autoimmunity and you can get inflammation. So that is one area. Second area has to do with the regulation of the intracellular pH. And we study the pH of the cytosol and we study the pH of organelles. And those two areas have overlapped over the years because the regulation of pH is very important for the innate immune response. To eliminate bacteria or fungi or other pathogens, and even to digest the material from dead cells, they have to be sequestered in a compartment that is acidic and becomes acidic so that enzymes can degrade and kill the materials. And also it makes the environment more hostile so that you kill invading microorganisms. So sometimes the studies of pH overlap with innate immunity, although in principle they're two different lines of research. I come to Lisbon because I love Portugal and I love Lisbon, but more especially because I have a personal and sentimental connection with Portugal. On the one hand, Dr. Otília Vieira was a postdoctoral fellow in my lab, and she's been insisting for years that I come, and she twists my arm. She finally succeeded. But I actually got to know Otília many years ago because I had been invited to the University of Coimbra to teach a course. And Otília was at the time in Coimbra, and that's how the connection got made. And the experience in Coimbra was so successful that myself and my wife later, got invited a number of times to go back to Coimbra. In fact, we got invited so many times that after 3 or 4 successive invitations, I thought it was too much for one person to be taking advantage of Coimbra, and I asked some of my colleagues if they wanted to go visit Coimbra, and several of them came, and they all loved it. And we all took advantage of traveling around Portugal at the time. In fact, the last time we taught the course in Coimbra, a very close friend of mine, who's now the head of a research institute, came to Coimbra and to Portugal for his honeymoon because I had talked to him all about it. And we spent a night together in Busaco, and they were given the royal chambers or something for their honeymoon. So that was good.